Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode of Fintech News. I'm your host, Nicholas Beliveau.
I am Pascal Mandinandal.
Today is February 25th and we're going to give you a recap of what's happening in Fintech here and around the world. Today a couple of things we want to chat about, some big news. We're going to be talking about Revolut's new valuation, Credit Karma that got acquired, as well as Fairstone getting acquired here in Canada by Bank. But we're going to kick it off right away with Revolut, which is a company we speak about quite a bit.
Yes, we speak about it a lot of times. They were penetrating Canada markets and they were looking to penetrate first half of 2020 US market. The big news is the valuation of Revolut increased to 5.5 billion due to Series D. They raised 500 million, led by an investor in the Silicon Valley. The investor is called TCV, and it's very interesting about it because Revolut, as you know, they are based in Europe. They are in 17 countries in Europe. More than 70 countries in Europe. They are all in Europe, and they've been outside of Europe in Singapore, Australia, and they have a lot of success. They are looking to explore and to penetrate the North American market. And the last Series D fundraising are led by a Silicon Valley company.
I'm disappointed because I'm going to actually check right now in real time my Revolut account. Because I'm still waiting. So you signed up for it here, still on the wait list. It's not here yet for me.
Invite more friends who will get.
So. But no, that's exciting news, and it makes sense as a neobank that it's taking a lot of lead. But it's nice to see that. So it's a fintech that's the most valued startup in general.
And I don't know if you know, but the goal of Revolut is to be the most principle of financial platform, to be the Amazon of banking, meaning in Canada we don't have all these products, but in Europe you can buy crypto, you can take loan, you can give to your charity, to the charity you love. It's very interesting.
So one-stop shop for finances, so it makes sense that they're getting this traction, and well, it's interesting we'll keep following them, but once again in the news again for a new valuation.
Yes.
Next up, we have Bank, so that's here back at home. We don't know all the details about the acquisition, but it was announced last week that Fairstone Financials being acquired by Bank of Canada. Bank's a Schedule I bank here in Canada, meaning it's wholly owned in Canada. It's based out of Toronto. They're a financial services provider, and Fairstone, with its $3 billion in assets and 1,400 employees, are now just joining the leagues of Bank. So very exciting news for Fairstone, which, by the way, have been around for 100 years under different names over the years. But it's a lender that's joining Bank. So another big move and another big acquisition.
Yes. So the fintech sector is moving fast, the financial sector is moving fast. We are seeing some consolidation in the industry, and what is very interesting with Fairstone, it's a lender, but a lender very close to customer. They have a lot of retailer, like if you want to buy a car, Fairstone are working with a lot of car dealers.
Sure.
And we saw that a company like Bank are interested to acquire Fairstone.
Yeah, neat. And then lastly, Credit Karma.
Credit Karma is acquired by Intuit Software. Intuit Software. As you know, Intuit Software, it's a big software company about tax filing. They own TurboTax, Intuit Suite, and other software like Mint. Mm-hmm. And they decided to buy Credit Karma for 7.1 billion.
Yeah. So another big move, right? We heard it played 3 weeks ago now, being acquired for 7 billion, upping the ante by 0.1 on this one. Huge numbers.
Yes. It's a couple of more million. It played was 5 million. I don't remember.
Oh, I thought it was 7.
I think it
Oh,
was
5.5 billion. You're right. So the
5.5.
same valuation as Revolut now.
Yes.
Okay.
And Credit Karma 7.1 billion. Part of it will be in cash. Some other part will be in
In shares.
Yes, in shares. But it's very interesting. And why Intuit decided to do that? For a couple of reasons. Credit Karma, if you don't know it, it's a credit check solution, but you can shop for credit card, for loan, and they manage to acquire a lot of customers. To give you an example, they have a database of 100 million customers, and if I don't remember, it's they have 37 million active users every month. It's huge. It's very huge, and they manage to capture a customer. And for Intuit, it's very good because
So it's their lead generation platform essentially.
yeah, it will be a lead generation platform, but they will be able to offer their product to their new customer
For sure.
because these customers are, most of them are young people, millennial, etc., who use Credit Karma.
No, very big news in the fintech space, and that's pretty much a wrap. But obviously, just some big pieces moving around in the ecosystem. What we saw this week, especially some other smaller news that we didn't touch upon, but some other little raises here and there across Canada, especially. But we really wanted to focus on these three big pieces because it's sometimes we focus just on the small, but even with these giant fintech companies and banks, there's a lot of movement going around.
And it's very important to understand that with some fintechs that are created, some financial institution and some software company who are interested to acquire at some point this fintech, and to understand that the fintech sector is moving and is growing fast. When we saw a company like Revolut that a couple years ago their value were much lower, and now their value are around 5 billion.
Yeah.
It's huge, and a company like Credit Karma, 7 billion.
Big numbers. Anyways, that's a wrap for us here today at Fintech News headquarters. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can make sure you check us out next Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. for another episode and your weekly dose of Fintech News. Et sinon, on continue en français?
Yeah, dans quelques minutes.
On se revoit. Merci. Thank you.
Thank you, bye.